McGahn. The report states that in June 2017, the president called McGahn twice and told him to have the special counsel fired. McGahn refused and even considered resigning. The report also reveals the president's reaction when then Attorney General Jeff Sessions told him about Mueller's appointment. According to Sessions' former chief of staff, the president slumped in his chair and said, "Oh God, this is
Hi.
terrible. This is the end of my presidency.
How are you?
Everyone tells me if you get
Whoever you are,
counsels,
type something so I know who you
it
are.
takes years and years, and I won't be able to do anything.
Glad you're
This
here.
is the worst thing that
Oh, I
ever
see two
happened to me."
people.
The report says Mueller's team struggled.
Now I see one. Anyone can type something so I know who you are. That's here.
But Mueller reports to Barr, and the Attorney General decided there was not sufficient evidence of a crime.
Hello. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day or have had a wonderful day.
By his sincere belief that the investigation was undermining his presidency.
The report includes the president's answers to written questions, but reveals the special counsel found those inadequate. We considered whether to issue a subpoena for his testimony, the report says, but citing the potentially lengthy constitutional litigation with resulting delay, the special counsel did not.
That's King One. Hey, baby. Hey, honey. I'm doing good. How are you? You know I prayed for you this morning. Yes, I did, baby. Oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful, King One. I love to hear, the praise reports. I wish you would keep in touch with me. Let me know how you doing. Hey, Miss Raw Honesty T, how are you, love? The meeting participants had general knowledge that their conduct was unlawful. Baby, I must stand as long as I can for you. I told you I've been there. I had a grandmother who actually, my father's mother. She actually helped raise me and 5 other siblings along with my dad. And my dad's father. So my grandmother was placed on dialysis. And so I remember as a teenager taking her to dialysis. And in Houston, back then, that was like in the late 80s. Back then, they didn't have that many dialysis centers. And she used to have to go on Montrose, which was a predominantly high-end white area of Houston. And I used to have to drive her there most of the time once I got out of high school. Raw Honesty T, I enjoyed that piece, that information you gave earlier today. I think that was so informative for us to know as a group of people. And we still have a long way to go. It's sad to say, but we do. We really do. And I always instilled in my children that education is the key. If you have the knowledge, no one can take that away from you. And being an employee of Houston Independent School District for like 27 years, I just put it in them. But King One, I'm so happy to hear that you're doing better. And I'm going to continue to pray for you. I'm going to continue to pray that you get that kidney. Hey, London. Hey, my baby. How you doing? You doing all right? Yeah, that's my boy. That's my boy right there. Raw Honesty T, you see them videos he be putting out for them young children? Just awesome. Just amazing talent. Wish I had one of them as my niece or nephew. Cause girl, I be staying under the Pierce elevator That's what they call where the homeless people be in Houston. That's close to downtown. Girl, I'd be under there if I had a niece or a child that had that kind of ability. I'd be sold everything, trying to get them to start them. You hear? Oh, gosh. Yes, I love it too. I love to see it, you know. I think it's very positive. I think we as a people of color, we need to support one another. Yeah, that's what's up. I love when he put out them videos of them young people. Yeah, my boy King One, everybody, keep him in your prayers. We're praying that, he just be cured from renal failure. Dialysis is a difficult thing. People don't understand that the kidney and the liver is your filter, and once that go bad, you have nothing to filter. That means you cannot use the restroom. Period. You literally stop using the restroom. It's a difficult thing that people who's put on dialysis have to go through. And I was telling him that I know. When he told me that, I told him immediately, man, I've been there. I watched my grandmother go through it. So, it's not that's not the way God made us. But we thank God that they do have a machine to help when you in need of that. But that's not God's way. So, and people have kidney problems from many different things. Does not always have to be from drugs or alcohol or anything like that. Lupus cause you to have renal failure, the disease itself. And I suffer with that. So, when I go in for my monthly checkups, I always have to do this panel of blood work. And in that panel of blood work, they want to see how well my kidneys are functioning, because it'll take your kidneys from you. So people think that, people on dialysis because they're diabetic or high blood pressure, but that's not always the case. And I know with me suffering from lupus, every time I go in and do my monthly checkup, I always have to go and get a series of blood tests done. And one of those, in that test, they test to see how my kidneys are functioning. So I understand. And I pray for King One, all the time. Like this morning, I prayed for him because for some reason he fell on my mind. I guess because I didn't see him. Well, I did see you in my last slide. But, normally I do a video and he'll go on my video and leave me a comment and ask me to pray for him and stuff like that. So I had uploaded videos, but I hadn't seen any response from him. So I was kind of concerned. Like I'm always is about everybody that, who started out with me in my first live. I was on here the other day calling out everybody, because everybody that was in my first live, we pretty much keep up with each other, right? So I hadn't seen Miss Renee. She does the AMSRs. Renee, she does it. Hey, Princess Bloom. Hey, baby. Oh, that my girls. Girl, you heard me talking about you, Miss Renee. You're going to live a long time, baby. Miss Renee, I was just talking about you, baby. I was just telling them that I hadn't seen her, I got kind of worried. I said, oh, wow, I hadn't seen Miss Renee. Yeah, Miss Renee was one that was in my first live. Didn't know what I was doing. Just hit that live button and went to talking. hmm How you doing, baby? How you doing, Miss Renee? I seen your video about that young lady that got trapped in that house because of a tornado. You know, we had that weather. We had that weather last night. You know, Oklahoma got bad weather, and we were supposed to get that weather as well, but we didn't get the hail or the tornado or anything that they said we didn't get. So that was a good thing. Yeah, Miss Renee, you know, we'll do anything for them children, won't we? That love for them children is unconditional, I tell you. Don't matter what they take us through. And we, you know, we'll still be right there tugging right with them, you know. Yeah, yeah, I can't believe that. Like I said yesterday, they showed that Oklahoma got hit with a bad tornado and hail, which we were supposed to get that same weather, but it just rained. We didn't get the hail or anything. Now the weekend before, like the week before we did, we got hail really really bad, and my youngest son that was gone. I was like, Lord, I hope that boy car ain't tore up out there. I wasn't worried about mine, but I was worried about his. Because we did get some hail then, but other than that, we didn't. You know, we didn't get it. You know, so that's a good thing. Princess Bloom, how you been, baby? Miss Renee, you home? You off? I know you work a long schedule. You off today? Yeah, that was a serious testimony. It really was. You know, you just be amazed at people, you know, that have stories such as those. Oh, you off to Saturday. Oh, wow. And then you got to go back in. So you'll be at work Easter Sunday, huh? Oh, you do. Tonight? You know, normally our church will have it on Tuesdays or Wednesdays. Oh, okay. Yeah. Normally our church have it either on Tuesday or Wednesday, you know, in the middle of the week. Hi, No Face Gaming. Thank you for coming to my live. Yeah, I love Bible study. That's where, you know, you get all the good stuff, you know, instead of seeing it on Sunday. I love Bible study. That's really how I get most of my quotes that I talk about in the morning. You know, my videos about worry, fear, love, you know, that type of stuff. I mainly get that from Bible study, from going to Bible study. And, you know, you don't never know what the pastor going to talk about in Bible study. You know, I was telling somebody the other night, somebody told me the other night in my life that they wanted to stop cussing. And I started laughing because that was hilarious to me, because I want to do the same thing. But I told them, I say, well, you know, the tongue don't have no bone. It's just a piece of meat. And it goes whichever way we let it flop. That's the way it go. So they were saying that they were praying that God take cursing away. So I told them, I said, Well, I heard, y'all know the cussing pastor, Thaddeus Matthews. I heard him say one time that how y'all know Jesus didn't cuss, because what cuss words came from. That just tickled the mess out of me. And he a pastor. Yes, he is. My oldest son follow him a lot. I don't, but my oldest son do. Oh, you in Germany? Well, hey, just chilling in Germany. So, what time is it over there in Germany? Because it's still early over here in the States.
Still ahead here tonight, investigators think they know what started the fire at Notre Dame. When you can't watch the evening news on TV, don't worry, we've got you covered. Subscribe to our
Yeah,
podcast.
yeah. Oh, it's 1 a.m. Oh, baby, we ain't nowhere near that, honey bun. We here in Texas, it ain't even 6 o'clock evening. So bless your heart, you up late to talk to your American friends, huh? Yeah, wow, 1 a.m. Now I be up at that time of the night, but I ain't gonna do no live. I'm not gonna do no live now. I might be in somebody else live, but I ain't gonna be up doing no live now. Not at that time of the morning. 1 a.m. So you have to stay up late to get your American friends, huh? Because baby, it's still early over here. Oh, bless your heart. I didn't have that too, baby. I didn't have spinal surgery. I had it last year around May. But I suffer with osteoporosis as well of the spine. So that's one reason why I had to have it. I know it does, Miss Renee. Child, one time, Miss Renee, before I went back to the school, Miss Renee, when my husband died, before I went back to work, I went to work for Harris County Juvenile Detention Center. My oldest son, he always got something negative to say. So he said, Mom, what you gonna be doing down there? I said, boy, what you think? That's a jail for children. Where do you think they put them children that commit violent crimes? He go, mama. Now he grown. He grown, y'all, and telling me, mama. I say, well, Kim, where you think they put them? Where you think they put them children? Just answer that question. So he say, oh, you gonna go to work for them? I say, Girl went down there. Y'all, I was a wimp. I cried every day. I cried every day. I lied to you not. I cried every day. Because you had to see the parents before the parents can get visitation to see their child. And sometimes that child will be in there for days without a parent come seeing about it, and they automatically have CPS already there in the building. So they don't have to call CPS or any of that. So girl, I went down there. Y'all, I say, I can't do this. I say, I might as well go on back to where I started, the school district. I say, because this too much for me. I just can't. Girl, I had to go up in there, prayed up. I had to pray the whole time I was there because the majority of those children had committed very violent crimes, and the majority of them were male. We did have females there, but a small amount, but the most of them were male. And while I was there, it was two convicted of murder. hmm And they stayed in there until they turned 17. 17, they went across the street to the county jail. Because here in Houston, downtown, all the courthouses are right there in a square, in a block of each other. You have the criminal building, you have the juvenile detention building across the street, you have the child support building, family and services, like right on that corner, right across from the criminal building, the juvenile building. And then on the other side, you had the civil court building. So they all sat in like a block radius, like a little square. And I called myself on go to work for them, child. That ended quickly. I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't. So I carried my butt back to the school district. I went. Yeah, that's because Miss Rotty, I've been through a lot, baby. This old girl been seeing a many things, you know. But I thank God that I'm still here, and I don't look anything like what I've been through. I thank God for that. That I don't look like nothing. That I don't have no scar wounds, but I've been through some battles and some walls, girl. Yes, I have.
Go to angieslist.com today.
Yes, I have. So I only, I say those. They inspirational, because those little videos I do, they inspirational to me. Um, it's things that I've been through, you know. Um, Worry is one that we all suffer with. Um, Forgiveness is too. I spoke about that, um, but yeah, worrying is just a part of us. It's part of our makeup. It's a part of our emotions. It's the way God has made us. But He told us we shouldn't worry, but we do. We do. We do. And I know I worry because I worry most of the time. It's about my youngest one. Not so much my oldest, because my oldest, he pretty much, he just low key. He just, um, he just who he is. He listens. You know, don't really have a problem with him. Didn't really have a problem with him in school because he didn't like being fussed at, nor did he like being in trouble. So he just kind of just went with it. But girl, not that youngest one, not that 27-year-old. That jigaboo, that jigaboo sent me and his daddy through hell and high water. And when people say, "Yeah, that's Carrie, he in law, he what?" I say, yeah. And they say, that's hard to believe. I say, yeah, I know you're right. That's hard for me to comprehend. And I'm his mother. But yeah, the youngest one, a man child, he was, Jesus. I remember the last day of school, he was in middle school. And I told him, I said, before I left to go to work, because I worked for the school too, but I worked at Westbury at a high school where my oldest son graduated from. So in the kitchen, I'm getting ready for work. I'm getting ready to leave. I said, Karen, now whatever you do, don't you go up there and get yourself in no trouble. Don't you go around that corner. Yeah, that's the best thing, Miss Renee. So I say, don't you go around that corner. And you better not give them people no trouble. Because he had already been cutting up. So, girl, the daddy called me. By 11:30, he said, I'm on my way to the school. I said, to the school? Yeah, your son done something. I don't know what he done. Now the people, the office staff, the principals, none of them really wanted to give him a ticket because they knew I worked for the school and I was at Westbury. So the teacher was a new teacher, and it was his English teacher. Anyway, the children dared him to say he liked the teacher's breast. That jigaboo said it. The lady cut up so bad that they wrote my son a ticket. Yeah, they do that. You know they had the constables at the school now. And that's all HISD got is none but constables. So, girl, his daddy said, I'm on my way up there to get him. I said, yeah, you go get him because I'm not going to get up on my desk and go do nothing. Nothing. So, got home. I said, boy, didn't I tell you not to go to that school and do nothing? Your last day. Why you want to go up there and do something like that? I don't know, Mama. Now, he's smart as a whip. You know, made good grades, just did silly things. And I used to tell the teacher, you know, both of them, I used to make the teacher, hey, y'all don't just give him anything. When he finished that work, give him some more. Make it hard for him. You know. So he could not meddle other children. And so I say, well, now why you went up there and did that? So, child, you know, everybody that have truancy, attendance problems, any of that, they all go to the courthouse in downtown Houston on the basement floor of where you go to pay tickets. And so that's just for Houston Independent School District, all the tickets that they write, you know, for students. So they had written him a ticket. So we get down there. Me and my husband, his dad, we sitting there talking. And so the bailiff tells us, no more talking. You got to be quiet in the court. And you need to take off your hats, turn off your phones, and all that kind of stuff. So we sitting there. So I said something to my husband. My son, he gonna nudge me. Did you hear them people say, be quiet? Man, be quiet. I looked at him. I say, oh, you scared? Oh, you scared? Nah. But what we've been telling you didn't scare you. I say, boy, you better leave me alone. You the one who got us down here. Telling me to be quiet. Girl, that boy, that was something else, girl. But I thank God for him, though. But that one now, ooh, Jesus. Oh, God, Jesus. That's why people ask me, say, he what? Not Carrie. I say, That's the same thing I said. Oh no, not Karen. Yeah, that's him. But he was something else, girl. Ooh, Jesus. He's a whole lot better. I tell you, but he did. He gave me a time. I'm not kidding. And then where he went to school was a predominantly Hispanic area. And so he went there his ninth grade, all the way through 12th grade. He picked up Spanish. You know, hey, Callie girl. Hey, my girl. How you doing? Glad to see you in my live, love. He learned how to speak Spanish fluently. So when he was learning, he used to talk to a lot of our neighbors. And one day he was in there, he was going to town, y'all. I said, what the hell he back here saying? You know, so I go in, like the little foyer, the little hallway where their rooms were. And I just stood there. I said, now when he learned how to speak Spanish? Oh, the boy was back there getting down. And I just said, I said, Karen, when will you learn how to speak Spanish? He had to be by this, I guess he had to be by this 11th grade year, because, you know, they make children nowadays take a second language to graduate high school. I don't know if that's in y'all town, but here in Texas, they make them take a second language to be in order to graduate. You got to have that in their plan. So I didn't know the boy could speak Spanish, and now he can speak. He can speak it so good. You'll look at him twice to try to figure out what he is. What he is. Mm-hmm. Smart as a whip. Both of them was. Both my children was. I ain't too much have no problem with them getting a lesson or doing what they needed to do in school. You know. But yeah. My oldest one don't though. He don't. He don't. He messes with the youngest one a whole lot. He always tell me, say, Mama, where that youngest son of yours? I say, oh, I don't know. I guess he at home. No, at work, what? You know. Oh, you ain't talked to him. I look at him, and I just look at Kim and say, Kim, that's your brother. Have you talked to him? Why you sitting there asking me, did I talk to him? Because I know y'all talk almost every day. Like I say, like you and I. Like you call me every day. They're true. So everybody getting ready for Good Friday. Kelly, I know you are. You got them girls. Miss Renee, you got a little girl too. Y'all ain't getting ready for them Easter baskets. And making those Easter baskets, I remember making them for my nieces. But they grown. Oh, they teenagers now, child. Better not give them no colored eggs, plastic eggs, and an Easter basket. They liable to throw it back at you. I got a great niece. My great niece, she's 13. Her daddy is very tall. Well, all of them are. Her daddy comes from just a tall family. I think her daddy likes 6 something, almost 7 feet. He's tall. And there's 3 boys, and all 3 of them are tall. And so she's tall for 13 feet, about this long. And she only 13. And my niece, the one I'm always talking about, Cassidy, that's her daughter. And she always tell me, she say, "Hey, your niece over here," she say, ain't it? This girl eats like a man." I say, well, child, she growing. I say, she come from a family of trees. Cause she tall. She real tall. I say, she come from a family of trees. I say, you should have known that when you had that baby. And I told her, I say, well, child, you just gonna have to keep feeding that child that's over there eating like a man. Because that's your only one. You ain't got nothing but that one. God forbid if you had any more. Oh, you see? Oh, okay. No, Miss Renee.
If you need help, give us a call. 45 Green or online at realgreenlawns.com.
They call you at the Bible study. Yeah, girl, I love Bible study because it's different than church on Sunday. You know, although the sermon, whatever the sermon is on Sunday. But did y'all know? I'm gonna share this with y'all. Did y'all know do y'all know how pastors get their sermons for Sunday on Sunday morning? Anybody know where they get they sermons from, or how they come up with their sermons on what they should preach about on Sunday? Do anybody know that? Because if you don't, I'll share it with you. But if you do, I ain't gonna share it because you already know. Do anybody? No, you don't. You don't, Miss Renee. Okay, well, no. Kelly, what you say? Don't they get that word from God? Oh Lord, girl, that's funny. They supposed to. They supposed to. Yeah, they supposed to. Yeah, they supposed to let the Holy Spirit guide them and lead them. But now, most of the time, when preachers are up there preaching, they're preaching about what's going on in the church, in the body of Christ. So, like if you have certain members that like to sit in a certain spot in church. And if someone just happened, like a visitor, just happened to sit in their seat, how they stand there and wait for you to get the usher to get them up out of their seat. And if if the pastor get a lot of requests on people not speaking or talking to one another, or different things like that, that's mainly where pastors get their sermons from. They preaching to the congregation because that's what's going on in the congregation. And I guess y'all wondering how I know that, huh? Y'all wondering how I know that? It was a youth pastor that I was really I'm still good friends with him. and he really keeps up with my oldest son. He was one of our youth pastors, and he and I was talking one day, and it was before my husband passed away. He and I was just in a conversation, and we was just talking, and we was talking about church and people in the church, and I just looked at him. I said, you know what? How do y'all come up with what to preach about? And he said, well, most of the time we're listening to the congregations, to the members, because it'd be more disagreements and arguments among the members, especially if they on on the committee of the Usher board, might be the president or whatever, choir, he said, you'll be surprised, Ms. Brown, that's actually how most of the time, most preachers, that's what they're preaching about, what the body is going through with one another, and how they can get some to support what they got going on, that kind of stuff. And he said, yeah, that's actually how most pastors, when they're preaching, about, you'll find them preaching about what actually is going on in the church. So next time y'all go to church, I don't suggest y'all do it Easter Sunday, because everybody gonna be preaching about the resurrection of Jesus Christ. So ain't no need of listening to that. I mean, it's good to listen to it, but he's not gonna be talking about what's going on in the church, preaching to his congregation, because he's gonna be preaching on the resurrection of Christ, because it's Easter, But anytime you go in there and the pastor standing up there, most of the time he's preaching to the congregation about their behavior in church and their non-belief and their faith and different things like that. Because the church, you'll be surprised, the body of the church will always go to the pastor and want counseling and talk about different things. Hey, Fun with the Girls. Hey, they'll be talking about different things. Who hubby was a pastor? Oh no, not mine, child. If he was, child, I'd be running. I never would have married him if my husband was. Woo, child, no. Not me, not I, said the cat. No, not me. How you doing, Fun with the Girls? Where the girls? Yeah, not I, baby. And you know what, Miss Callie, though, when we would go to visit other churches, I don't know why the ushers always ask my husband, was he a minister? I would look, soon as they ask, I look upside his head. I would look upside his head like, what? Where y'all got that from? He don't look like the man of cloth to me. But yeah, people used to ask him that all the time, especially when we visited other churches. They would always ask him, "So you're not a minister, are you?" Looked up. Lord, he far from that. Oh, they drive. What they doing? They just growing. They curious. I told Fun with the Girl, I couldn't be no auntie or a grandmother. I say, because them babies will be spoiled. You'll be ready to kill me, you and your husband. She'll be ready to kill me. Her and the husband. I had them jokers spoil. I was telling somebody the other day I had just taught, well, it's been a couple of years. I guess my great niece, she had to been about around 9, maybe 8 or 9. And I taught her and my other niece how to play pitty pat. And I don't know how many of y'all remember pitty pat. But one day they was with me, and I'm always, whenever they are visiting, I'm always trying to find them something to do. So, they just think I'm the fun aunt, and so they just love coming over here. And so one day I ain't had nothing to do. We ain't had nothing to do, and I was trying to figure out what can I, do with them, because I think they was out on spring break or something. But anyway, they were with me, and so I was trying to, I just run out of things. They had been to the pool. We had several times. We had been out several times. So I was running out things for them to do. So I say, hey, let me teach y'all the game. I'm going to teach y'all how to play pitty pat. I was going to teach them how to play spades, but at that time, they was just too young to just comprehend spades. But then again, they might would have just caught on. I don't know, but I didn't worry about teaching it to them. So I say, and they say, Auntie, what's pitty pat? I say, it's a game, a card game that I learned how to play when I was y'all age. So I say, y'all listen carefully, and we going to play. I say, and after y'all catch on, then I had this big old thing of pennies. I still have it. I said, we're going to play for pennies, So I'm sitting up there. I'm teaching her and my niece. That girl, I guess, once she left me, my great niece, I guess she would always be at her grandmother's house, which is my younger sister. And my younger sister have a daughter who's Zoe is 13, so her aunt is 14. So, they right there together. And so I guess Zoe must have went back and was playing them. Because when she come back to me, she say, Ain't come on, let's play pitty pat. So I say, oh, okay, come on, girl. Let me whoop you real quick so you can leave me alone. Little did I know. Girl, she can play it. I said, what you went did? You been practicing, huh? She say, yeah, Annie, you thought you was just gonna whoop me, huh? I said, yeah, that was my intentions. Girl, but they something else. Them the two that I said if I gave them an Easter basket, child, they'll throw that Easter basket back at me and say, hey, really? Do you see how old we are? Really, an Easter basket, ain't it? Yeah, them two is hilarious. They are terrible. And they're terrible together. I can pretty much, control them, but child, they terrible together. And I had them this last spring break, and they wanted to go to the pool every day. I'm like, y'all ain't fish, come on out this water, but that's what they wanted to do because they don't, the neighborhood pool, my sister don't too much allow them to go around there because, it'd be other things going on out there. So she don't allow them to go to the pool. So whenever they could get a chance to come see me, child, they wear me out in that pool. But I love them dearly. Wouldn't trade them for nothing in the world, but they something else, child. And that's Annie and niece, because my sister, They went. My niece and my sister weren't pregnant at the same time, but they had both of them girls around the same time because both of them birthday is in October. My great niece, hers is October the 12th, and then the Amy, her birthday is October the 26th, the 26th or the 27th. It's right there with my youngest. His is October the 28th. So hers is right there with his. But yeah, they something else, girl. That's all I could tell you. And then my great niece, she can braid real good, braid hair real good. So she's always braiding, people's hair. She's always doing somebody's hair, braiding their hair. And she learned how to do locks. And I was very surprised and amazed at it because she does real good for 13. For 13, I had to ask. I said, "Where you learn that at the girl?" She said, "Oh, Amy, I watch my granny talking about my sister. She said my granny taught me how to braid." And then she said, "I just watched a couple of YouTube videos and I picked it up that way." I mean, she's real good. She really is. She's good at what she does. I'm surprised because she got a lot of patience. But when she here with me, she act like she ain't got now. Not no patience. Just be right. Ain't it? I'm like, girl, what? Oh God. But I spoil them to death. So is everybody off tomorrow? Good Friday. I know a lot of people be off, but then a lot of people work as well. I know the school is out. I think today was their last day until Monday, maybe Tuesday. So what is everybody doing? Oh, so tomorrow is their last day, Miss Renee. I'm surprised they're in school on Good Friday. Because normally school, school be out on Good Friday. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I remember growing up as a child. I grew up Methodist, and on Good Friday, the church had an Easter egg hunt, and we used to the church. They had this bus, and we used to go to. Hey, Miss Lisa, how you doing, baby? Glad to have you in my life. And they would take us to San Jacinto Park, where San Jacinto Monument is. And they would hide the eggs. It would be people out there before we even got there. We done hid the eggs, and then we would do the Easter egg hunt. That's good. You're doing okay. Miss Lisa, I'm glad to have you, dear. Yeah, so we used to, as a child coming up, I used to do Easter egg hunts. Cali girl, you must be tired. What they do to you at work today?
We serve the food. Sometimes they let us make an ice cream cone here or there. And I'm going to call out Chief Baker right now and challenge him to an ice cream cone making contest tomorrow while we're out here.
Yeah, they are fun. I grew up on them, Miss Renee. And my father-in-law, my father-in-law, my husband was from Memphis. So my father-in-law used to always, when we would go there during the holidays, Easter, we didn't go that often for Easter, but we was always there for Thanksgiving and most of the time for Christmas. But my father-in-law, child, he used to dye eggs, dozens of eggs for the church, and then go out there and hide them for the children for the Easter egg hunt. He did that for years. Oh, you writing a song? Ooh, we gotta hear that song, Miss Lisa. That you're a survivor. A survivor of what, babe? Oh, Lord. Now, Miss Renee, you don't be acting like that, do you? Girl. Oh, okay. Just in things in general. Hi, Miss Lisa. Oh, okay. Wow. That's interesting. So you gotta let us hear the song when you finish it. Are you just writing the lyrics? Have you gotten a beat to it? Oh, okay. Yeah, you gotta let us hear it. Especially London Productions. You gotta let London hear it. Because London gonna put you out there. Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Well, blessings to you, baby. I pray that everything work out for you. That my boy King One, y'all. He's doing good. Yeah, Miss Lisa, I'm gonna be praying for you, baby, that it be successful. King One, you still in here with me? King One, I want you to be encouraged, baby.
No collusion, no obstruction. It never was, by the way, and it never will be. The president essentially claiming victory Thursday at an event for wounded warriors.
Yeah. I was just saying that, y'all think y'all be really, really, y'all really bless me, really, really and truly. I just get overwhelmed with the response and reading the comments. And I'm thinking I'm helping you, and you all really be blessing me. Really. It just make tears literally come to my eyes because, I be expressing because I want someone that, might need encouraging, or someone that might be going through whatever the situation might be. Like King One is battling renal failure, and so with him, he asked me to pray for him. I began to pray for him, and I still pray for him. I just told him that I prayed for him this morning, just as I was uploading the videos. So, it's a blessing to me to be able to encourage someone, to be able to speak positivity into someone. King One is my baby, because I want to be able to see his healing. I want to be able to see him overcome this thing. And so I'm going to stay there with him. I'm going to walk with him, even though we on different parts of the earth. That does not mean that we can't be together in spirit. So I'm going to hang in there with him.
Amazon is expecting to make some
Yeah, that's my boy.
The audiobook for $19.84 to its Audible members. The price tag appears
Yeah.
reference to George Orwell's dystopian novel.
And I just ask for everybody to come together and, we stand in agreement and stand in the gap, praying for him. And Miss Lisa and everyone else. I pray for everybody. No one is exempt from me not praying for you. And I'm going to forever pray for you guys. Yeah. Yeah. We have to pray for that. We have to pray and ask for healing. Do you mind? Don't nobody want to see you, Chip.
Clouds right now, it's non-existent, but to the north, then there's a weak system that's going to kind of swing through here.
Yeah. So, to me, you all, I want everybody to get it. I want everybody to be blessed. I want everybody to experience God's goodness. Because God is so good. He really is. And the reason why I stress it so much is because I've truly been blessed. And, when you're a mother and you have children can take you from here to there. And even though they grow up to be adults and prosperous adults, you still worry about your children. That does not go away. And I just want everybody to understand who God is and how good He is. And He's real. He's real. I want everybody to experience that. You know why? Because Miss Rochelle didn't get this way by myself. I've battled a lot of things, and death is one of them. And when you lose people that are close to you, it takes, I say this all the time. I've lost two brothers and my father. And me and my father were very close. But I was able to get over their deaths. But when I lost my husband, I almost left here, literally. I went into the shell. And I did not communicate. I did not talk to anyone. I stayed in my shell. And that grieving process, it took me 2 years. I had to take grief counseling. And that still didn't help. You understand? So even through that, I've gained strength. I can, even with lupus and this thing that they throw at me each month, it don't bother me. You know why? Because I'm able to defeat that. I'm able to speak things into my life. I'm able to call on that supernatural power that comforts me, that guides me, that order my steps. And when you have children, and as parents, we want the best for our children. We'll lay down and die for our children. And children can make you worry at your wits' end, And people ask me all the time, how did you raise these two boys? And I always tell them that it was God on my side, because I refused to give up on them. I refused to let the world have them. You understand? So even in their young life, I began to speak things over them where the enemy couldn't take anything from them. I kept them in church. I kept them grounded, even though they had the best. I let them know that it had nothing to do with me and they dad. It was because of God. He has blessed us. He has kept us. So I instilled that in them, because when I'm not here, when I'm nowhere around, and they get discouraged, or they need, some comfort from somewhere, I instilled in them to always go to God. Don't always call on mom, because mom cannot always be there. Now, it made 9 years, March the 27th, that their dad has been deceased. And I was married to him 28 years when he passed away. And I tell you that I literally watched my oldest was coming home from college, and my youngest was getting ready to go to college. And I literally watched them form into men that year that their dad passed. And so I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I just can't, I'm grateful. And it was by his grace and his mercy that has kept them, So I'm grateful for that. Yeah, don't worry. Yeah. He, you know what, Lisa, he can't help us when we're worried, when we're in fear. God can't, because we can't hear him. It's really what it is. It's not so much that he can't work within us, is that we can't hear him trying to talk to us to help us get through that difficult time. You understand? Oh, hey, boss lady. Hey, baby. Glad to see you in my life. But, that's basically what it is. It's not so much that he can't help us. It's just that we so wrapped up in what we got going on that we can't hear him. And so that's why he don't operate in worry. He don't operate in fear. He just don't. Thank you, love. Thank you, boss lady. Boss life. Yeah, so we just have to learn not to worry. And believe me, baby, Miss Rochelle, Miss Lisa, I worry. Let me tell you, The youngest one, girl, he in law enforcement. So, the job he does have me on pins and needles. And I'd be praying that, him and his group of people he worked with return back home to their families, and he returned back home safely to us. That I don't have to bury a son. I don't want to do that at all. But not to say that I'm exempt from it, because I'm not. And because in the book of Job lost all his children, including his cattle, his money, and then God still allowed him to get a disease that was very painful. So to even test his faith. So if it happened then it'll happen to me. I'm not exempt from that, So, but I pray that God keep my children, even when I'm not around. That is so important. That when you have children, after they get grown, it ain't too much more you can do. Yes, he is, Miss Renee. He's awesome, and I want everybody to be able to experience that. Because like I say, God has blessed me. If he never gives me anything else, I'm good. I'm good. Yes, he will. Yes, he will. I'm good. Because he's already given me enough, where my cup just overflows, So, what else can I ask for? And each day he gives me, I'm grateful for. Sunny skies, definitely want to hold on to your hats with breezes that are gusting as high as 40 miles per hour out in Burnett and around 20 to 30. Lupus, really? So what do you mean by that, dear? I just want to know. Since it's not in a racist way, but better yet, you said it. So it doesn't matter how you said it. It's still a racist comment. Easter weekend, sunny and dry for your Easter egg hunts for sunrise services, looking just fine. Storms and anytime you can come on here and use the internet and be a Twitter thug. That's what I call them. It's actually a coward in life, because you'll never be able to face a person like me and say that to my face, literally. Currently, we're watching this. No big deal, but a couple of spotty sprinkles or a stray shower could sneak in here right around midnight or so tonight. As you can see, the clouds quick in, quick out, and that's it. So by tomorrow morning, you wake up 54 degrees out the door, lunchtime 71, and afternoon high, I'm thinking right around 78 degrees. It will be. No, he sure don't. You sure right, boss lady. He sure don't. He don't like ugly. But I can handle them trolls, I'm good at casting out devils. I would just say there's potential. As you can see, the red colors correspond to 3-4 inches of potential rain. Something we'll have to be mindful of for next week. Until then, though, how about stringing together a dry weekend with no weather alerts for a change? Yeah, they need to. They need to. They need to get like Facebook. The Facebook don't allow them to go on there and do everything and anything. Super outrageous science day at Yeah, it just don't. I noticed that Facebook don't allow them to go on there and do any and everything. They'll snatch them down quickly. Not only that, they put them in jail for like 30 days, and then they allow them to get back out of jail and put them right back in jail. Because of the remarks and the videos they want to put up. Facebook don't play that. And I think YouTube is much too lenient. I really do. Because people be on here doing some of everything. It's just sad. Yeah, they should. They really should.
Also mentioned the frustration and anger President Trump had in an investigation he believes Democrats were using to undermine his presidency, creating relentless media coverage.
Oh, okay.
Is Barr the head of the Justice Department or President Trump's spokesperson?
See, I let them stay because
the Mueller report did find evidence that the Trump campaign stood to gain substantially from Russian interference.
Yeah, I did. And every now and then I do. I get a troll. What I can't understand is why do they do that? That's really what because me, if I'm not really interested in your content, then I'm not going into your chat. That's just me. Thank you, London. Yeah, thumbs up my video, guys. Yeah, I'm not gonna go into your chat if I'm not your content or what you're talking about. I'm not interested in that. I'm not going in there, and I don't like negativity. Yeah, they rude. And they just come out of nowhere, and I'm like, why? Who has that kind of time? And why would you go into someone else's chat, saying ugly things? It just don't make sense. But I guess that's what makes the world. They are. And they really there to discourage you, to keep you from doing, what you really want to do. That's really what their purpose is. Their purpose is really to come in there and discourage you and hope you never go back live. That's really what their problem is. Oh, Jerry Blue. Got another one, huh? That might be the same person. Hey, baby. Hi, Candy. How are you, love? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Raw and T. She was in here with me earlier today. I don't know if she's still in here, but yeah, she was here. She was here with me my last live as well. I really enjoy her. I was in her live earlier today when she went live. Oh, I'm doing fine, dear. I try to support and show love to everybody. If you support me, then I'm coming to support you. Point blank, period. I'm gonna be in there, raising the roof, baby. Yeah, I'm gonna be in there, honey. I try to make it around to everybody that be live, that I'm subscribed to. I try to go and support everybody. Miss Renee ain't been live. I've been waiting on her to go live. And normally Miss Renee, if she at work, she'll go live, But she haven't went live. But whenever she do, I'll be up in there. Candy, do you do lives?
Are going to go full steam ahead, and that's because it's very important for them to be a fast mover in this space. Foldable phones are coming. It's not.
Do you go live at any time?
To Huawei, TCL. We know that Apple and LG.
Oh, you don't? Why?
Yeah, Samsung says, quote, "We will thoroughly inspect these units in person to determine the cause of the matter," unquote. After Amazon made its exit,
Why you don't?
Opening a new production hub in New York City. The corporate office will take up 100,000 square feet in Manhattan's Flatiron District. It's also a space for 6 sound stages in Brooklyn. It will provide up to $100 million in investments to New York City and at least 127 new jobs.
Yeah, Miss Renee, when you gonna go live?
Top of today's top stories, as Austin's rapid growth.
Oh, good. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you, like, Miss Renee, me and Miss Renee, Miss Renee, ASMR Renee, that's in the chat with you. Her and I, she said, you know, y'all just don't know that I have to literally talk myself up to it. And so I was in her live. She was at work. I was in her live that night that she said that. And I had to tell her, I say, "Ooh, me too. I just can't get up on there and get to talking. Much as I can talk, I just can't. You know, I don't have the nerves." So Miss Renee say it just takes a lot out of me. I have to really, really talk my nerves up to it. And I was like, "Me too, Miss Renee. I had to do the same thing." I had to do the same thing. So but you know, Candy, girl, now that I didn't got the hang of it, I like it. I enjoy it. It's fun. Oh, that's not a lot compared to me. Because I think I still got about, I don't know how many. Oh, Lord. Miss Renee, you still got less hours than me because I don't think I got, I think I got more than that. I ain't checked, but I'm pretty sure I got more than you. That ain't hardly nothing. 850 hours, girl. You could knock that out. I heard that they said that, you know, people were doing those silent, you know, lives, were just letting they thing run live. And then I heard somebody say that you couldn't do that. Is that true? Yeah, I hear that too, Miss Candy. No, that's not a lot. I've got a long way to go. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, but it don't seem like a whole lot, Miss Renee, from, you know, compared to where you started, compared to me. So people could still run them silent lives, like what I've been saying. Oh, okay. So yeah, you know, like most people put them on at night, like late at night, and let them just run. Just let their system be live. You know, they not on now, but oh, you could no, ma'am, you can still do it. Oh, so you can still run the silent live, like what I've been seeing people do. Because they don't be talking. It just shows that they're live. But they don't be on now.
With the cool side. This. I found the perfect pillow at the perfect price. Here at home, where you'll find every style with the biggest selection at the best prices.
Oh, okay. So you still can do the silent lives. Oh, okay. Well, that's good then. You just got to make sure your whatever you running your live through, your laptop, iPad, phone, you got to make sure it's charged.
It's not for you. And you're probably right. It just doesn't have enough range.
Yeah. See, and I'm charging my laptop because that's what I'm sitting here on. I can't really go live off my iPad. I did before, but I don't know why I can't now. But I was able to before, and it won't let me go. So I had to pull out my laptop instead of always using my phone. I just said, well, let me go use my laptop because most of the time I'm on my iPad. I'm not on my laptop. But I was able to do one, like my first live. I did that off my iPad. But when I tried to go again, it wouldn't allow me. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I see. Mm-hmm.
My search for the right bar stool is on.
Oh, okay. So unless you have 1,000 subs, you can go live from nothing but your laptop. Oh, okay. Oh, you got 25. Ooh, that was good, Miss Renee. I might start. I might have to start doing that.
And you are. We are the ones who discovered super asymmetry. So if anyone's gonna feel like they have imposter syndrome, it's us.
Hey, wonderful life. Hey, love. How you doing? Glad you came into my live. You doing all right, babe? What's live stream labs, Miss Renee? I don't even know what that is.
This is one of those joke phones that squirts water in my face.
Because that's not even a thing.
You got called into human resources.
I'm sure it's because I insulted Pemberton and Campbell.
Thank you, dear.
Nobel laureates.
You did do that.
Thank you, love.
It was awkward.
Thank you so much. I'm glad you came to my live, love.
This is a twist.
Wonderful life.
Getting called into HR. Now it's Amy. Who knew you were married to such a bad girl?
Girl, yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. You know, I ain't as far advanced as you are, Miss Renee. Though I love come talking to you guys. I really do. You know, once I talk myself up to it, that's what I'm trying to tell Miss Candy. Miss Candy, just convince yourself. You got me, Miss Renee. You got Wonderful Life. You got London. Hit that live button, girl, and watch people come. I'll be there. Oh Lord, this damn devil here just won't die. He just keep coming back. Bye, baby. See you at the block party. Have a good time. I heard it's lit now. Tom James, I heard the block party lit, baby. Enjoy yourself. A lot of people who had under 1,000 followers. Well, I'm one of them that have under 1,000. Matter of fact, I ain't nowhere near. And you know why I'm not? It's because I'm very leery about who subscribed to me. You know, I just don't. I Someone was on here the other day telling me that they was gonna purge their channel because they wanted to get rid of, negative people and negative videos. Just not surround themselves no longer with that. So I don't want to go through the process of purging my channel, but I want to pick people that really and truly understand uh, my channel, and I want to pick people around me that are positive and not negative, that really have good content. I don't know. The devil busy, baby. That's his job. You know. I don't know, child. People do, and it don't bother me none. Because I used the mess out of that block button. Tell them have yourself a Wang Dang Doodle at that block party, baby, because you ain't gonna be in there by yourself. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Yeah, Miss Candy, you gotta hit that live button. Go live, and I'll be right there up in there. You gotta go live. You enjoy yourself. You see how I'm enjoying myself? You ain't never been in Miss Renee live, have you? Because Miss Renee will go live when she at work. I be in Boss Life Live. Boss Life Live. She was live yesterday or earlier today. I was in there. I go to everybody. Old La Green. Yeah, I go to everybody live, baby. Shoot. I don't let nobody get grow underneath my feet. I catch everybody I can. I sure can. I sure do. I catch everybody. So Candy, you gonna have to go live, baby. I mean, just try it. I think that once you try it, you'll like it. Don't just hinder yourself and just not and support everybody else. You want the same support, And then that's another way how to grow your channel. How you can really get people to really be, a part of your family. So I suggest that, try to go live. Especially so I could be up in there.
Well, if that's what you want, that's what we'll do.
Oh, when you need to upload them, baby.
Dr. Fowler, you would be only the fourth woman to win a Nobel Prize in physics. I don't need to tell you just how inspirational that would be to a generation of young women.
Yes, of course, I know.
So, the next words out of your mouth should be on a stage in Stockholm when you say, "Tack för dina ära," which is Swedish for thank you for this honor. Which is Swedish for I knew that.
Yeah, you.
Dr. Cooper, you want me to shut my trap?
I do.
Yeah, baby. you know, just hit it. And I'll be there. I, I'll be there in your life. I'll be there in your life. Hey, Proper TV. How are you, love?
Hey, Rochelle, you were just off. Happy Smith, the right way. Hey, y'all, thank you for coming in. So normally, y'all, I do something where I do play the playoffs and I play a few people's playlists.
Apparently, if we win, I'll be the fourth woman ever to win a Nobel.
Yeah, I think we're gonna do a video of her dance.
That's a big deal. Tell me about it. This morning, I blew through my antiperspirant in like an hour. Plus, Sheldon's freaking out because we got in trouble. Her family was distracted for a while.
I'm doing fine, baby.
Not the cube, but the puzzle of why I couldn't solve the cube. Solution: you switch stickers 2, 9, 32, and 51. Numbers? Anything has a number if you assign it a number. So number 4. The universe expects us to sit back and do nothing.
You know, I like that.
You ever with alcohol and watch reality show where people take fake arguments with each other?
Hey, right family. Hey guys, how are y'all? Yeah. I love the kids and I love fun with the girls. I love those 3 little girls. They are just so precious to me. I told her that if I stayed anywhere close to her, them girls would be spoiled. You and your husband would be mad at me. Y'all be ready to kill me. Because I'll spoil them rotten. I'll spoil them rotten. Because you know I ain't no grandmama yet. I've been petitioning. I've been petitioning. I've been praying. I've been petitioning. I've been and I still ain't got none. Oh, you got 3 granddaughters. Bless your heart, babe. I wish I had. I don't know what's wrong with that youngest one. I mean, that oldest one and his wife. I don't know what's wrong with them two. I always tell them that they're selfish. To do they, for her to do a mother-in-law like this, for him to do his mama, I'm waiting on grandchildren. Oh, I'm feeling good, baby. How you doing? How you doing, baby? Oh, you new here, Proper TV? Well, baby, just come on in. Just come on in, and long as you're respectful, to me, baby, you're more than welcome to hang out here. Get to know everybody in the chat. Everyone that's here with me are good people. Right, baby. How you doing? You doing okay? Oh, you heard? Yeah. Have you got an opportunity to really talk to the doctors so they could, really see? Because I know the last time I spoke to your husband, he was saying that y'all was still trying to get the doctors to really, tell you something different than other than what the results that they were giving you. Well, baby, let me tell you something. Had them to take the blood test that you need for them to take, for them to tell you if you have lupus or not. Let me say this: how I was diagnosed baby, it was because I had all the signs. And the first sign I had was the butterfly rash that came on the bridge of my nose right here. So that's how they detected that I had lupus. But as you know, lupus is very hard to detect. So, lupus will go dormant in your body. That means it's not active. So what you need to do, this is the blood test that you need them to take for you. It's an antibody test. It'll tell you the inflammation. It'll tell your red and white blood count. And normally, when you have inflammation, you don't have much of red blood cells. You have a lot of white. And that's what causes the pain. And that's what causes the inflammation. And all that causes that. So that's the first thing. You ask them to do almost like well, actually it is. It's a DNA test. That's basically what it is. Yes. And you tell them everything. Tell them about your pain. I don't know if because see, it's 11 different kinds of lupus. The one I have is the worst one because it affects my skin. That's the discard part of it. It affects my hair, my kidneys, my liver, and my lungs and my heart. So and my joints. That's the gist of it. That's the one I have. And you have to. I'm gonna tell you what they told me, and this is what I told your husband. I was sick, like I had the flu, and I couldn't get well. So at the time, I was working for Houston Independent School District, and I was at work, and one of the teachers came in, and she said, "Girl, you still sick?" And I said, "Yeah." She said, "What kind of doctor you got?" And I said, "What you mean?" She said, "What color is he?" And I told her, I say, "Yeah, I do. That's what it's called, systemic lupus, and that's the worst kind." But she said, "You need to change doctors." She said, "Girl, go get you a black doctor to find out what's wrong with you." I did exactly what she told me. And girl, when I went in there, I never forget, Miss Wright, the doctor. I was kind of agitated because he was kind of scrunchy looking, and he had this beard and he was kind of short and stubby, looked like a little nerd, but he wasn't, he didn't look professional at all, at all. That's what your husband told me. That's what he said. I said, "Oh, wow." But when I did that, I went in to see him, and all he did was looked in my face and seen that butterfly rash. And he told me, he said, you don't have a cold." And I said, "Well, why do you say that?" He said, "Have you ever heard of lupus?" Now, that was back in 95 when they told me that. And I said, "Yeah, I've heard of it." He said, "Well, that rash, how long you had that rash?" I said, "Oh, it's been now," which it had. It had been there for years, but it would come and go. And so this time it was there. And so he said, "That's the first sign of lupus." And I looked at him, and girl, I think I was still in my 20s. I might have been 30. But he looked at me and he said, but before I even tell you that, let me run some tests. But he said, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. And girl, he ran them tests about 3 days later. I had a record. My husband had got home. And he said, hey, the doctor called for you. You say you need to go in there and talk to him about a test you took. And I say, oh, Lord, what did it, So it took me a couple of days before I called him and made an appointment and went over there and talked to him. And the only reason why I did, because my husband kept bothering me. But I ain't had no intention of going back over there. Girl, because I didn't want to hear it, But I went on back over there and that's what they told me. And he sent me to, at this time, Dr. Samuel Pegram. He was the best in the state of Texas. Little old bitty puny looking black man. He was good. Took him 3 months before I could get up in there to see that man. But once I got up in there to see him, he the one who told me which one I had. So, you really have to be careful. And that's what your husband was telling me, that like they really misdiagnosing her. And I said, well, yeah, because it's easy. People, let me tell you this. I have been turned down by rheumatologists because they don't want to deal with lupus, period. I have to find a rheumatologist who know about the disease itself. Not only that, they have to have that infusion clinic in the building as well, because I'm on infusions. I take Benlysta. I go in every month. They hook me up to the IV. Give me they give you a Benadryl to make sure you don't have no kind of infections or whatever. And before you do every infusion, you have to have blood work to make sure you don't have any infections. And so I always have to get my blood work done before I have the infusion. Doctors are strange. I had to literally call doctors and tell them, and they say, well, no, I don't really help people that have lupus. And some just afraid of the disease itself, because there's no cure and it's so tricky, And so I think that's one reason. And they really don't know how to treat the disease, because even my rheumatologist now, as good as he is, he's still just as puzzled. He don't know. He just going by research, reading and listening to patients. And so that's how he's. Yeah, but you as the patient, you have to tell them that. You really do. You have to tell them of your pain, and if you are having joint pain and swelling, it's a reason for that. And see, lupus is a form of arthritis. People don't know that either. See, lupus is a form of arthritis, baby. See, last year I was just diagnosed with osteoporosis of the spine because I had to have back surgery. So I've had back surgery, and the reason being is because from the top here all the way down is arthritis. Yeah.
Freedom I had as a younger man.
Lupus is a form of arthritis. It's inflammatory. It's an inflammatory disease. Yeah, it's an inflammatory disease, you know, and you have to you have to keep telling them, because you could be tested today and show signs of lupus and go back next week and they could do the same test and lupus won't be there. It won't be any signs. See, that's how tricky this thing is. That's why I was telling your husband to make sure you get someone, a doctor of color and a doctor who knows about the disease itself. Because once you get someone that really knows about the disease itself, then they can in turn tell you automatically before they even draw blood work or do anything. Yeah. So you just have to keep telling them, baby, don't allow them, because I told your husband that, you know, lupus will kill you if it's untreated. It will literally kill you. The inflammation in your body, what does it? Because your organs get inflamed. Yeah, it's true, baby. And anytime you know you need to ask me a question, anything, I'm here to tell you. Like I say, I was diagnosed in '95, but I had all the signs. See, I had the butterfly rash, and I think that's why it was so easy for them to be able to detect lupus, because I had the butterfly rash. Now, just imagine if I didn't have the butterfly rash. You understand? And so, you know, you have to be a voice for yourself, because doctors, you know, some of them are arrogant. Some of them, you know, don't want you to tell them because they're the doctor, but it's your body. And whenever you get a doctor that won't listen to you, then that's not a good doctor. You have to get someone that's willing to listen to you.
I don't know how you can either. I don't know if anybody can. I feel like I'm letting everybody down.
Yeah, you have to. And I don't care if you go through an army of them. You have to get someone that will listen, sit down and really listen to you. When the doctor don't listen to the patient, that's not a good doctor. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a must, baby. Because, like I say, it'll kill you. It'll literally kill you if you don't get a grip on it. And then lupus, you know, it operates off of stress. So if your body is already under stress, it just make it worse. Until you able to get better. And then by that time, they have to give you something to help the inflammation in your body to calm down, so everything else can keep functioning. Your liver, your kidney, all of that is shut down. It'll shut down on you from inflammation. So you really have to be careful, and you really need to.
When I get a breakout, I can get to the
Miss Renee, why you hitting Miss Right the right way?
It clears breakouts, and even the much they leave behind.
Maybe it was an accident.
With no choice but to move back home after college, they thought you'd be a little more motivated to find a job.
Yeah, you really have to find out, because if you don't, you're sitting there in pain. And I don't know how you do it, because girl, I can't stand no pain. I can't stand for my joints to hurt me. Oh, oh, that was an accident. I kind of figured it was an accident, Miss Renee. Can you go back in there and unblock her? Let me see if I can. Okay, I did. I did, baby. Right, family, you still there with me? Type something so I know you're here, baby. And I'll block you. Miss Renee did it by accident, love. Oh yeah, she here. Yeah, so you really have to be an advocate because your husband was telling me that it's very hard for you guys to even get someone to listen to you. So you just have to keep moving.
Raj said you got $800.
Yeah, you just have to keep moving, until you find that right doctor who will sit down and listen to you and really evaluate you, so that yeah, so you could get the right testing and they can start to now they still give you prednisone, but they don't give it to you for a long period of time anymore because prednisone was they took it off the market because they said that, well, any medication messes with your kidneys and your liver. That's nothing new. So, but prednisone they took off. Even I was on it for a long period of time. From when they first diagnosed me with lupus, I started on prednisone. So my rheumatologist just took me off of it because she said I had been on it too long. And since I had been on it so long, she just wanted to make sure that I just get off of it. And so they just took me off. So I think they still give it to you. Yeah, it's just not, they don't give it to you for a long period. Like they might give you 10 days or 5 day supply or whatever. They don't give it to you long term anymore. So do they give it to you long term or short term? Because I know here they immediately took me off of it. I've been off of it now for maybe 2 years now. Yeah, yeah. That's what I thought. I thought they only give it to you now, for a short period. They don't give it to you for a long period anymore. Yeah, but lupus is tricky. It's a very tricky disease. And most of the time, they told me that it gets active in your childbearing years. Like I was told I've been had it. It ain't something that just came about. I've been had lupus. So, but the doctor told me that the reason why it was so profound now is because I had began to have children. What is it? They give you what? I can't. Oh yeah, yeah. My oldest son, he suffered with gout, and they gave it to him, but they only gave it to him like for 10 days. Because when he told me that they had gave it to him and they had just took me off of it, I said, girl, I told him, I say, what? And he said, yeah, mama, they gave me prednisone. So I said, how many days? They didn't give that to you long term, did they? And he said, no, they only gave it to me for 10 days. I say, oh, good, boy, don't you, when you get through taking that, don't you take no more of that. Don't take no more of that. I say, because they just took me off of it. And I say, it's not good for you. You know, but any medication is not good for you, you know?
Just to be safe.
Yeah, my head is like throbbing. Maybe I got dehydrated on that flight.
Yeah. You know, they give it to, you know, any medication not good to you. All of it have to go through your kidneys and your liver. You know? But yeah. It's tricky. And I hope you find, girl, I had spinal surgery last May, and when they told me I had to have it, they had told me then that I had osteoporosis of the spine.